The Genesis G70 is a fresh entry into the compact luxury sedan category, a category largely defined by the BMW 3 Series.
So how about we pit these two foes against each other and see what they're made of?
Yes, let's. And let's also keep it snappy. We got places to be.
Wasting no time, Lynn, since you've already reviewed the G70, can you give them a quick refresher?
You bet. The G70 comes from Hyundai's luxury arm Genesis. Sort of a newcomer on the car scene, and what an entrance it's made. The G70's looks are sporty. See that roofline, rear spoiler, and that air vent that's like a forward-pointing arrow? Those are sporty. It's built on the same platform as the Kia Stinger, which is stellar, but Genesis have tweaked the suspension on the G70 to make it even better. It's got two engine options, both come as rear-wheel drive standard, but all-wheel drive is available, as are great things like sunroof, leather, and upgraded brakes. It's available with a manual or 8-speed automatic transmission. You hear that, folks? A manual. Oh, and this was designed by the dude who used to work for BMW's M Performance arm. So...
As for the BMW 3 Series, it's entered its 7th generation with an all-new sedan for the 2019 model year. This 330i we're driving sports an 8-speed automatic transmission and a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. Fuel economy in the rear-wheel drive 330i is respectable, with the $2,000 all-wheel drive system imposing a modest penalty to efficiency. Heads up, all you power fiends will find satisfaction in the 382-horsepower M340i variant, which boasts a 3-liter turbocharged 6-cylinder engine. Filled with fancy standard and optional features, the 3 Series remains the go-to choice for status seekers who appreciate vivacious vehicular thrills. Alright, that's the general lay of the land. Let's dig deeper into a few key categories.
Starting on a completely subjective note, the 3 Series presents an assertive muscularity unambiguously connected with the BMW brand. Over in Genesis land, the G70 offers a premium face accompanied by sportily creased bodywork.
Questions about style and taste are an excellent way to fill up a comment section with thoughtful and reasonable discussion. Have at
it. Slip into the 3 Series' driver's seat, and you're greeted by a modern space that looks and feels like, well, a BMW.
Nonetheless, it's my job to complain, so I will note that the plastic around here feels kind of scratchy. The USB ports are USB-C, leaving Luddites like me out in the cold. And as a 5'10" guy with a long torso, my head barely clears. But again, long torso. Drink it in. There's a lot of torso to observe.
Oh, and I also noticed that the trunk is weirdly unfinished. It doesn't really matter, but I'd rather not see overspray and noise insulation when I buy a luxury-priced sedan.
Move to the G70 and the cabin is handsome without making you feel like you're driving your dad's car. Everything is intuitively placed, and there's a good touchscreen to button ratio. The switchgear doesn't feel cheap or plasticky either.
As for the seats, they are marvelously comfortable, and no, I am not just saying that. There's plenty of leg and headroom up front. The rear, I'm not going to say there's an embarrassment of space, but the good thing is you can totally adjust this seat, so you can squish the person in front of you. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's better.
In the realm of tech, the G70 offers an 8-inch touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto smartphone connectivity. Other standard tech from Genesis includes LED headlights and tail lights, proximity key with push-button start, and safety features including forward collision avoidance with pedestrian detection, smart cruise control with stop and go, lane keep assist, blind spot collision warning with rear cross traffic alert, as well as 3 USB ports, 2 up front and 1 in the rear. If you want to add even more stuff, you can, like navigation, a head-up display, and 360-degree surround view monitor.
Move to the BMW, and the standard technology roster includes LED headlights, an 8.8-inch touchscreen controlled by BMW's iDrive controller, adaptive cruise control, lane departure warning, and collision warning with pedestrian and bicyclist detection. If you've got the budget, the BMW can be upgraded with a 360-degree camera system, superb automatic parallel parking abilities, laser headlights because lasers, and gesture controls that are marginally useful but might impress your neighbors. Great stuff all, but the options list also includes things we wish were standard, like blind spot monitoring and Apple CarPlay, which costs $80 annually. Insert TV audience boo here. Oh, and Android Auto is not available.
Generally speaking, BMW's tech offerings run deep, but they can be expensive and occasionally incomprehensible. Genesis's tech is a bit more grounded, lacking the Beamer's flash, but offering real-world usability.
With the 7th generation 3 Series, BMW has reasserted its fun-driving nature.
To prove that point, let's drive around a corner. And, ha-ha! Yeah, that's fun.
Simply put, if driving fun registers as a priority, the BMW 3 Series delivers.
The Genesis G70 also delivers the driving goods. The suspension is stiff, but not bone-rattling.
This car is super planted, the steering is precise, and it's incredibly eager, especially with that 3.3-liter turbo. Remember I told you about that BMW guy who designed it? Yeah, he definitely brought his notes from home.
Of course, one huge factor where performance is concerned is power. The G70's base engine is a 2-liter turbo mill. By comparison, the BMW's 2-liter offers superior torque and much better fuel economy. That said, things get interesting when we account for price.
We'll explore that further in a moment, but for now, just know that roughly $45,000 buys you a G70 with a 3.3-liter twin-turbo V6. The BMW M340i offers similar power, but it'll cost you at least $55,000, including destination charges.
It's not all sportsy and performancy in here. In normal day-to-day driving, the Genesis G70 is a comfortable pleasure, and there's blissfully no automatic stop-start to turn off. Premium is a word I'd use. From the fit and finish in the interior to the engine note, it's a complete luxury sports sedan package.
The BMW 3 Series is similarly adept during normal driving, though I have noticed a few oddities. The automatic engine start-stop system is clunky, ride quality is firm, though our car's 19-inch wheels and M-Sport suspension aren't helping matters, and the front sport seats have multiple pressure points that disagree with my body type. The key takeaway is that either car can deliver a pleasing commute, but the nature of that commute might be shaped by the options you select.
Now this is where we can really draw some lines. The BMW 3 Series starts at $41,245, including destination charges. Shop G70s and you'll kick off closer to $36,000. That is a substantial price disparity. I mean, an extra $5,000 could buy a ton of optional features for your G70. Or perhaps pay for a very nice 3-day driving school.
Load up the options and the price chasm becomes even more stark. Our 330i tester is loaded with $19,000 worth of options for an all-in price of $59,320. This design edition G70 rings in roughly $10,000 lower at $49,745 and comes with a vastly superior twin-turbo V6.
Look, cars are an emotional purchase, but would I rather drive this BMW or that Genesis that Lynn's in with an extra $10,000 in my pocket and 110 horsepower under the hood?
Okay, here's the truth. BMW makes a fine luxury sedan with the 3 Series.
Also true, Genesis makes a fine luxury sedan with the G70.
Bottom line, if life's going well and you crave the gold standard of compact luxury sedans, the BMW 3 Series remains a satisfying choice.
However, if you rank value over brand cachet, then the Genesis G70 offers a compelling alternative. But hey, it's your money. Spend it how you want.